Give it up for the Beastie Boys.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with Slinza, the Spiked Stampede. Slinza is a Beasts and Big Boys commander, a Gruul Stompy commander. For 5 mana, you have a 5/5 that gives you a discount on Beast spells, making them cost 2 less, and also making them enter with a +1/+1 counter on them. If a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, including Slinza, or including your opponent's creatures, you can also pay 2 mana to have Slinza fight. And that means that Slinza is great for taking out your opponent's little mana-producing creatures while you make way for the big beasties. This deck is running about 20 beast creature spells because they're good to discount with Slinza, though oftentimes, even with a mana discount and an extra +1/+1 counter, there's just other big Gruul stuff that's better to play. So we're running big Gruul stompy things. Ramp to get to Slinza, because it is 5 mana to get there, and, well, beasts. Lots of beasts, including the questing beast. What a great beast to have. So let's take Slinza into the queue and start stomping and spiking. Glarb, Calamity's Augur lets you cast things that cost 4 from the top of the deck, or more, or just play lands. This hand has 3 lands, sort of. It has a lightning bolt in case they play a land war elf or something like it. And then I got a beast and a bear that's kind of like a beast, and Cabaret Revels, which kicks butt. Love that card. Since I went first, I want to get this down. Because I have 2 other green sources, so I'll name red on this. Luca, not what I want against Glarb. And Glarb has 4 toughness, so Bolt does not take it out. Bringing out the Cabaret Revels. So casting things, even if they get countered, because a lot of Glarb decks are actually control decks, I'll still be getting little guys. I could bolt his moistness, he just wouldn't die. I'm going to bolt in for Turn Timber, Serpentine Wood, and play Goreclaw. Hey, Selvala! Darn me a card. Love that. So Goreclaw is the cheaper, better Slinza, since it's not creature type specific, and also gives trample. I'm just being honest here. We'll go ahead and use that. Bringing out the Slinza. Ooh, we're getting really good hits off Revels. Triggers are happening. Yeah, I would love to draw more cards. No, you have nothing to fight, sweetie. You ridiculous beast, you. Speaking of ridiculous beast, this is technically a beast. Oh, good. Another attacker. Love that. Very good. Thank you, Cabaret Revels, by the way, for being, what you are and how you are. I'm gonna go to combat, swinging with these 3. And hold back my lightning bolt. Cabaret Revels, it's a card. Sure is. GG. Lilah, undefeated, slick shot, and a bit of ramp, and then a bit of beasts. Lilah is the, multicolored instants and sorceries. Getting you some extra card advantage. That's cool. I remember a couple people had asked me about building Lilah, and I found that there just weren't that many multicolored instants and sorceries, specifically in 2 colors, that I might want to play. So that was my trouble when I was looking into brewing the deck. But maybe this person's had some good success. Lilah's got prowess. Gets you free spells by getting you these extra plots. Nice. think that's like a way of letting you recast the card. I'm sorry to say, though, I can't let you survive, Lilah. I probably should have played the Stomping Ground there, just to save myself 2 life later. Will Lilah be undefeated after this game? I mean, Lilah, undefeated slick shot. It's right there in the name. And I want to get this Cabaret Revels down because, I don't know, there isn't colors. They probably got counter spells and burn and things like that. So this is a great way to avoid at least some amount of removal. Either by clogging up the board a ton, so you have extra targets that have to be removed, like Viper's Mari command, or even if they counter the spell on the stack, you still get a free little guy. Free guy. We love free guy. I love free guy. Here, I'm gonna play a tiny little thing here. Ruby, who will get me a little piece of ramp. Because that's what most of my 1-drops are. They're just a ramp. And I'll swing in with Slinza. And you know what? Ruby can swing in too. She'll get the +2/+2 buff. Oh, but wait. If they can trigger prowess, then this just dies. That's fine. I like the invert being used on a 1/1 just to get that trigger. So this is a multicolored instant or sorcery. And it got plotted, so they were able to cast the 1 mana side, invert, and now they get invent for free, which will get them an instant and a sorcery card tutored into hand. So I don't know what the 2 best spells they could grab are. There's a multicolored Is It extra turn spell, but I don't think it's in Arena. It also is a risky one because it has a coin flip on it. Ill-timed explosion, and oh, they got this as a land. Nice. So with ill-timed explosion, they could choose to discard some spells here, wipe the board. Yep, they just killed everybody by dropping Kayla's Kindling. That's fine. I will bring Slinza back into the command zone and use all my extra mana to do it again. Oh, look, I got a 1-drop off of casting my 5. Sure. Free Slinzas. Free commies. Oh, somebody's saying they could have inverted Lilah to make her go from a 3/3 to a 3/3. How daring. Naming human on Cavern of Souls. They have this free ill-timed explosion, but I have a feeling they don't want to do a big discard. Okay. And once it's there, yeah, they can't cast anything outside of sorcery speed. Okay, a Disciple of Freyalise seems pretty good. I will play this. Getting another 1-drop off Revels. I'm gonna eat the Kami of Bamboo Groves, since I have a feeling it's just going to die to board wipe later. And since I've somehow managed to keep drawing lands... Nice. They might be able to get Lilah big enough to dodge the explosion here. Yeah, Tomany Infinite's a great way to do that, because they get to pay 1, get a spell. They have 1 mana. They could cast that spell. Swords to Plowshares on Slinza. You want to do an ill-timed explosion? I don't know. Maybe. Dropping something that costs 3 lets them get in a very good swing. How did I gain so much life? Oh, the Swords to Plowshares. I was like, why do I have 30 life? Because I'm not good at numbers sometimes. So now I actually have enough mana to fight Lilah, but Lilah has hexproof. Decline. No. Slinza, you have nothing to fight, and I know what's on top of my deck. It's apparently Birds of Paradise. So many lands. Sometimes you're just a floody buddy. I think this deck has 39 lands in it, because I have a 5-mana commander, and I want to be able to actually play it. Rude, I know, having hexproof. Alright, so here's the good news about Blood Moon. My deck is half red. It's not quite. It's actually like almost entirely a green deck because of the ramp and the beasts being mostly green. Yeah, no, I'm not blocking. I know what this is. It's pain. I know Lilah gets big. Oh, there goes the Oracle, though. The Birds of Paradise, I suppose, is just going to be dead to Is It Charm next term. Go, Slinza, go! Hex Rufus cheats in Award World. Could always Shadow Spear to get through. All right, the bird is dead. And Tome of the Infinite can generate all sorts of goodies. I'm really hoping they don't get the thing to destroy this. Okay, they got a duress, so they can see the extra land in my hand and be like, yeah, this is embarrassing for you. Oh! I was like, oh, I got a trigger! It's not what I want. Slinza having this fight ability trigger for the opponent is pretty funny. Because it's like, look! You did it! You can fight, you're only a 5/5. Bringing out Slinza again. Fanatic Aronis. Okay, nice. And Elvish Mystic. I've drawn a lot of my 1-drops, considering how many of them are getting hit off Revels. Oh, but wait, it's gonna be lethal! Everything goes back into my hand, even the Utopia Sprawl. And they're swinging in. Sometimes you only hit the ramp and none of the big beasties. How embarrassing. GG, Lilah. Nicol, bolas, God, Pharaoh. Probably going to absolutely obliterate me because even the crime version of this deck is going to so outvalue Slinza. Something that's kind of nice here. I do have Domri, Gurk's Uprising, Goreclaw. We have discounts. I have card draw. I have anti-counterspell tech, but I'm on the draw and I have nothing until turn 3. Really turn 4, because these would be coming in tap. So I have to mulligan this hand. I gotta throw this back. No green mana. I believe in the heart of the cards. My deck has more green sources. Yeah, there we go. Because it is mostly a green deck. And this Nicol Bolas, I assume, will be doing some crime and doing some destruction. It could just be a Grixis control deck, in which case... Oh, poor Slinza. Bitter Triumph on the Hobbit. Yeah, they want to make sure they can get around them pesky counter spells. They use Rampant Growth to get an extra land. Hey, Slinza. Relic of Legends. It's them tap legendary critters to get some mana. I could go for Oracle. I could go for Kona. I'm going to try for Kona here over Oracle of Moldiah. Oracle would have let me play this as land, which is kind of nice. But I feel like this is a more immediate threat that they'll probably use removal on. So maybe, just maybe, I could get Slinza out. Thought about giving it haste. Haste is nice, but couldn't I give Kona haste with the arena? Last turn, did I have both red sources out? I was not paying attention. I'm gonna use Bridgework Battle to slow down that Scarab God. If they want to, they can pay another 5, play it again. And eventually they'll be able to do more with that. Alright, so here comes Nicol Bolas. They could kill Slinza, or they could just steal. They're stealing. And they found Turn Timber Symbiosis, a pretty expensive spell. Let's see what critter it hits. Oh, they whiffed. Never mind. I will bolt their face and try to finish them with Hoof. Some of this, some of that, one of these, one of those. Hoof for a discount. And swinging in for lethal. GG, Nikki B. Giata, Font of Hope. Mono White Angel aggro. Giata is ramp, and she makes their angels bigger. And there's a couple beasts that have reach But really not that many, which is going to make this pretty tricky. This hand is a little slow, though it does have like card draw in it. It has a couple beasts in it. I think I gotta throw it back because their deck is fast and scary. Having something like Lightning Bolt is really big because some way to kill Giata early should help me a lot. I'm actually gonna lead with the Restless Ridge line. So next turn, I can go Den of the Bugbear, Arcane Signet, Lightning Bolt on Giata. Typically, Giata is coming down on turn 2 unless they have something like Bishop. Since you want to use her to ramp and attack and everything else. Yeah, somebody's saying, a beast with reach to block the fire? Look, I did get that in hand. Got lucky with that. Vivian can also make some beasts with reach. Which, thank you, Vivian. You're very cool. This is not a beast, it's just a really good Gruul Stompy card. Angel of Vitality gets a buff because they have 25 life and also makes it so life gain gets bigger. I do not have enough mana for Slinza because Slinza costs 5 mana, which is so much. So Anzrag. Anzrag is a pretty good choice. Constantly, always, and everything else. You know what Vivian's up to? I don't know what Vivian's up to. She helped kill Luca, right? That sounds right, but I don't actually remember. Yeah, I'm gonna go with she helped kill Luca. Shooting animal ghosts out of her bow. Yeah, she does that. I could play Slinza here. I don't actually think I really want to. I kind of want to play Gargaroth or Vivian. I'm just going to swing in with Anzrag first. I suspect they'll just trade it with the Angel of Vitality. But they might, I don't know, suspect that I have a bolt or any sort of direct face damage that could interrupt that. Okay, Elder Gargaroth. I know that, like, I'd get a discount if I played Slinza first. But I think just having the 6/6 that has an on-block trigger is pretty big. Vivian hasn't showed up since killing Luca or assisting with Luca's death. Okay, so this is 2 angels. The regular cohort comes with a buddy. They're both shapeshifters, and because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 angels, they each are progressively larger. Use this prismatic vista. Crack it open. Get myself a forest. I think I would go for Slinza here if I had a cheap beast to follow up with. Looking right now at what they've got blocks-wise. I could Enthusiasm first. Don't really feel like doing that. I'm gonna just swing in with everybody. If they block Anzrag, they'll probably also double block the Gargaroth. Oh, I could also have done this to make the beast bigger. Like Slinza and then making the beast token. Ooh, but those are rocks. And they're just double blocking Gargaroth. I'll kill the bigger one. I'm not too worried about, like, ephemerates. Oh, but wait. Patriarch's Humiliation on Anzrag. Oh, no. No giant mole. Well, I'll throw a rock at Giata. Hello, Roxanne. Not a beast. Does have power 4 or greater, but is mostly just a good Gruul card. The trouble with Beast not being, like, a super synergetic archetype means that, like, you're running a lot of good Gruul stuff. People asking, where's Garuk? Yeah, where are our green walkers? Vivian's wandering. I don't even know if she still has her spark. I don't know if Garuk has his spark either. We just don't know. So Roxanne does not have reach. That Angel Vitality, if it wants to, could go swinging in before I throw a rock at it. Taking 6. I wonder if this will be a board wipe. Roxanne also got me 2 extra mana for next turn, which is huge because it means I can play the Slinza fight with the Slinza. I wonder if it's the Wandering Emperor here? It's like, this makes me want to use up the Vivian first. No, I'm just gonna swing in. All right, Roxanne, do the thing. It's like, I don't need this 1 extra mana to get the Slinza fight. I have enough to do it without that. This makes me think it's the Wandering Emperor. Tossing rocks! Oh, Teferi's protection. Oh, well now I can't fight things either. At least I got a free rock. Girlies love free rocks. Oh, Born Again Waffle House, thank you so much for the sub. See what's on top. Oh, Primeval Bounty. I'm still going to play Slinza here. I do have 2 manlands. Oh, Slinza, you don't have anybody to fight. We can use this to fight next turn. Or Vivian +1 would get me a fight. That'd be nice. GG Giata. Omnath, Locus of the Royal, taking lots of landfall and turning it into card draw. +1/+1 counters on elementals. And I think this is an okay hand. I have Stump Stomp, which I can play as a dual land. I have Ruby, who is a very aggressive little piece of ramp. And some removal, a beast. And of course, Slinza. The ramp's important, though, because Slinza does cost 5 mana. Ah, excellent. A forest. I think I just want to play that as a land. Make sure I have enough lands to get to Slinza, and then we can start using things otherwise. Hi? Hi, Martin. Sure is 2 mana, one of which is in blue. Could this be a Memory Lapse, Tail's End, anything of the sort? Or do I just get to swing in with Ruby? I get to swing in with Ruby. Cool, okay, nice. It's ramp! Growth Spiral. Draw a card, put a land into play. Using that for in Catacombs, and probably just getting a tap land, maybe their Triome, so they could play Omnath next turn. They surveilled a land into the graveyard. Alright, Prismatic Vista. Fetching a forest, maybe? Playing Omnath. There's Omnath, dealing 1 damage to my face. I think I'd like to just continue trying to ramp. So I'm going to bring out Oracle of Moldiah. Not a land on top, but I can play an additional land. And Timber Crown Pathway seems like a good one. Oh, Eva Queen says, oh, are you streaming today? I am. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm recording this on a Tuesday, which is New Year's Eve, which is usually my day off. But I have been sick and trying to catch up on making videos and everything else. Also, I can't exactly go out and do stuff because even though I'm probably not contagious at this point, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to get anybody sick. And I also have very little energy. I can sit in front of a computer and I can talk, but I live many flights up of stairs. So like I went down and I went back up, and the act of entering and leaving my apartment got me huffing, puffing, and coughing. It was terrible. Embarrassingly so. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Omnath is far bigger than Slinza, so a fight would not be a good idea. I kind of like Uprising, Trailblazer, or Miglaws. I can technically step on something here, but I'd rather swing in. Ruby gets her little buff. Now I have 2 pieces of card draw set up. Oracle and Moldiah going to hopefully help me just move the lands off the top of my deck while I play out all these beasts next turn. Omnath getting more counters and drawing cards since they have 8 lands now. I'm hoping they don't take an extra turn. If they do, they'd probably be forcing me to block because that's 8 damage and I'm letting through. And I'm gonna probably need to, like, chump block with Bone Crusher. No, it is an extra turn! Aw, man. Alright, so that means I'll have to block with the Trailblazer? Dang it. Yeah, the beasts aren't that good at growing, so things like Omnath just outscale us so fast. Look at, I mean, look, these are pretty big beasts. A 3-mana 4/4. This one's only a 3/3, but it's cool. It's a cool beast. And they get +1/+1 counters if Slinza's out. Not enough, though. Not enough. Planar Genesis. Getting even more lands, getting even more cards drawn. I wonder if they're just looking for, like, a piece of removal for Trailblazers so they can kill me now. Escape to the Wilds. All right, let's see what they got. Risen Reef, Doppelgang. A lot of scary stuff. Asking, why is this deck in hard mode queue? This deck has been matching up against far more powerful things than you would imagine. And this also was true when I had fewer good Gruul cards in it. So I started this deck with very much a beast typal theme, and as time went on, I removed the beast from it. But because I was matching up against generally fairly coherent and high-powered commanders, I had to keep taking out beasts and adding in Gruul good stuff in order to survive and give myself a chance at winning games. I imagine that the reason it's matching so highly is because Slinza was a Foundations commander. And they just kind of expect, you know, we'll put the default matchmaking middle high, because that's a legal in anything kind of queue. Well, it makes my life a little bit harder. All right, Beast. Now, I could fight something, but I think I need to go wide. There's another land. I can make a Hauntwood Shrieker that will also trigger the Uprising. And I could fight something here that's the same as like using Bone Crusher, or I could play Miglaws as another bigger blocker. I guess I'll pay 2 and fight the Halfling. If they want to, they could Doppelgang for X equals 1, 2, 3 right now. If they would like to kill me in a very kind of quick way, I believe they could actually, like, Doppelgang Omnath and Throne. And the enter the battlefield trigger from Omnath would be enough to just kill me. Because each one would see all the roaming thrones as elementals, and those triggers would get doubled or tripled or quadrupled. So yes, they very much do have lethal here. If they saw it, but... No, game action addiction is a perilous disease to those players who are based in Simic and doing landfall stuff. Yeah. Game action addiction is serious, guys. It takes thousands of hours away from Magic players like you and me every day. Every single day. Serious business. And then maybe they're gonna go for X equals 2 and do the same exact thing. They have the mana for it. Omnath, Roaming Throne, enter the battlefield. They have elementals. Kill me. Kill me, Omnath. Maybe? Maybe they're, figuring it out? No, they just want to take extra turns. Okay, bye, Omnath. Alka's Proft, Master, Sleuth. This is going to be control. It's Azorius control, counterspells, board wipes, and sometimes a tiny bit of clue synergy, but mostly Proft just uses it for himself to do some card draw. I have turn 1 ramp. I'm gonna say that's about as good as I'm gonna get against Proft. Hopefully I find a way to stop some counterspells. Look, see? That right there, that is clue synergy. There's usually not a lot of it, because there's not much that you need. But if it's a good card on its own, you can throw it in the deck. Chat asking what the hell I was Slinza playing against Proft. I don't know. Ha! Look! I got a Manglehorn. I can make them sacrifice their candy trail. It's a beast. They have some blue mana, but they only have it tapped. I'm gonna use Luca here. Just to get myself a Planeswalker in play. I'm gonna -1 to make a beast. Oh, Fateful Absence. Okay. Well, maybe, like, I'll get a nice... I've got 1, 2s, and 3s here. There's no reason for me to play Slinza. So I think this is going to be Roxanne. I'll start by swinging in. Who knows? Maybe they would play Wandering Emperor. Okay. I'm suspecting, like, that they have Wash Away with this 1 blue being held up, but I genuinely don't know. Could be a memory lapse. Well, first, they deduce. And ha! The clue enters tapped! Thank you, Manglehorn. I love extremely specific hate. I mean, you don't actually have to tap clues in order to draw from them. But it's tapped, and that makes me feel better. Yeah, there's a lot fewer counterspells that only have 1 blue. Yeah, getting this Roxanne down early is also very good for me, because she ramps, she deals damage. She's just a really good Gruul card. She also can trigger Slinza's ability. I stopped them from improvising. Yeah, that's so true. Swing in. Again, Slinza with nothing to fight. I have the ability to throw down Slinza and Miglaws, but I feel like that just results in a dead Slinza and Miglaws whenever they wipe the board. Cracking a clue here. I'm still not playing any of these. No. I've got this Field of Ruin as well. Farewell. They're also going to take out my beautiful meteorites. See how I didn't want to play more stuff into that? Yeah. I can play Slinza. I can also play Miglaws, but I kind of want to save Miglaws. Nah, I'll just throw it down. Okay, now we have 2 lethal threats here. I got Buddy A, Buddy B. We got board wipe number 2. Could also be some single target removal, swords to plowshares. Something along those lines. Destroy evil. It's a good flexible spell. Come on, Proft, come down here and block. This thing can get menace. Okay, solve the equation makes me feel like they're getting another piece of removal. Solving for swords. Yep, because they've already used Fateful Absence. Oh my god, what a beautiful top deck. I can't afford to play Slinza here. A Rhythm of the Wild stops those counter spells. Hello, Proft. I'm going to destroy the Restless Anchorage, so they don't have 2 potential blockers here. Because they won't have enough to animate Cave. Would you like to use that mana for something? No? Okay. Not gonna make a little guy with the castle. Alright, so they're holding up something. Could be more. Single target removal. Let's see what's on top. Surveilling. I do not need Beseju. Okay. I don't have enough to make you fight. But I do have enough to just haste at the face. And then next turn, hopefully using Bone Crusher. Finish them off. Saying good game. Okay, yeah, they know we got the speed, we got the anti-counters. We got this. GG Proft. Bonny Pole, Clear Cutter, able to use that Simic ramp strategy to draw a ton of cards, put lots of lands into play, and also comes with a big cow. It's good. I'll throw that back, looking for multiple colors of mana, finding multiple colors of mana, as long as I'm willing to play the Stump Stop as a land, and I very much am. Alright, I guess I'm holding a Braid in case of a Mana Dork. Or an Arcane Signet! See? Genius. So I have to go, like, fast, because that's a Bonny Pole. Summerwald Sage, one of the biggest rampers for this deck, because we're such a creature-based deck, gets me 3 additional mana, so, like, I have 5 and then 2 more. If I would like to, I could go for the Nullhide Feryx. The trouble with playing the Nullhide Feryx is it cuts me off from these spells, but it's probably still worth it. So I'm gonna tap for triple green, you and you. I don't think they're gonna be making me discard because they're, you know, the Simic deck. So here we go. We got Slinza into Nullhide Feryx. Big boys. Oh, okay. This person is paying 2 to remove the Nullhide Feryx's abilities and turn it into a bird. All right. Can't say that's what I expected. I do not have enough mana for this because I can only cast critters. I think I'll play it as a land. And then I'll go to combat and I'll swing in with... No, not you. You're a 0/1. Swing in for 6. Now, here's the tough thing. We have fights built into the commander here. But, their stuff's gonna be bigger than mine. Now, I might want to just, like, trade into things. Not that thing, though. See, that's bigger than me. All right, if I were to fight it, I wouldn't be able to shove it. So fine. The Cavalier of Thorns comes down, gets a land. Oh, those are scary things in the graveyard. I'm still going to offer them a trade in these trying times through both of these. It's gonna take everything I've got. But it'll make the next creature I play kind of big and chunky. What do you put on top of your deck? You have 5 mana right now. Raven form? You wanna just exile Slinza? You could even hit Somber Walled Sage. Or you just play Bonny. Dang it, Vorinclex. No, I don't want to fight Vorinclex. He's bigger than me. Everything's bigger than Slinza. It is a beast. It's not a useful beast. Slinza wants to fight so bad. Come here. Yeah, 1v1 me, bro. And then guess what? 1v1 me again. I don't care what it takes. I need to land stuff, and I only have Slinzas here. No, sweetie, don't destroy my arcane signet. So now they can turn Slinza into a bird. I'm gonna birdify him. Oh, they're gonna ramp. And also put counters on their guys. Okay. Kind of surprised no birdify. I'll take 13. And next turn, I can distribute 7 damage to kill Bonny. I guess the Cindermaw can show up too for no particular reason. Like, I can also just make more beasts, but I want to kill Bonny. No, I don't want to fight. The cow is bigger than me. my big chunky cinder maw. Saying moo. Oh, okay, the cow gets trample, and the hoof is here also. And I die. Ultimistic, thank you for the 5-month resub. I tried. The Eternal Wanderer. This is the one that's a board wipe in the command zone. Can make it so everything but one creature on each side dies, and is very good at protecting itself with its various samurais and blinks. Hello, this is my Goblini. Oh, hi, Delny. I could play Kona here, but I don't have anything too crazy to cheat in. I think it's better to do Fanatic of Ronus, bolt the Delny, swing in for 2. How come Wanderer doesn't have a Planeswalker type? She just never did on any of her cards. She was kind of supposed to be mysterious on her first cards. I guess she's still kind of mysterious. Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, Slinza, making sure it's not tapping this. Great. Yes, I would like to fight. I'm gonna fight one of those. I'm gonna play the Shrieker. It comes in with a +1/+1 counter. Don't have any mana left to fight, but there's just a 2/1 here, and we got a bunch of beasties. They are probably just like a turn away from playing the Eternal Wanderer, though. Oh no, Slinza! Or which Shrieker? Slinza, no! So they'll leave me with, I guess, a Narcomancer? Or maybe the Manifested card when they play her. Ideally, I'll make it so they have no creature. And I can do that. Domre. So I'm gonna have the Shrieker fight the insect. And I think I don't play Kona here, just because they are so potentially board wipey. They could also, like, I don't know, use Cave here and do that. Okay, Manifest Dread. That's a very nice one. So if they choose to leave this behind, it's a questing beast. And I will not flip it up with the Shrieker until they, oh, no, I just won't flip it up with the Shrieker, because otherwise they won't pick it. Oh, never mind. They're going for Meteor Golem, and they're blasting who? Shrieker. All right, so now I will flip this up. They're like, ba-bam. Yeah, turn up. Oh, and look at me drawing in a braid. Perfect piece of removal. We animate Denna the Bugbear, blast the Meteor Golem, and swing for lethal. I think. I'm not gonna do the math. That's for blockers. GG Wanderer. Glissa Sunslayer. This is the first striking death-touching creature that is going to win against all of my creatures and everything except for a fight against Slinza, in which case they'll both die. I'm keeping this hand because it has an Abrade, and Abrade is one of the ways I can kill the Glissa. I kind of wish Slinza made it so I could choose to have other creatures fight, just like a beast you control fights a different creature. Oh man, that's a hobbit. All right, so they're going to be playing this on turn 2. Maybe. Probably. She's good. Card advantage. Very strong. Hi, Roxanne. I'll keep that on top. Hoping next turn to plot the Trailblazer so I can go Trailblazer into... I think it would be Roxanne here. drawing me a card, letting me kill a thing. And my planeswalkers are very not safe against glissa because I won't be able to, like, get her in blocks. And also, if she hits face, they can just remove counters from those. And she doesn't have to attack directly. Here comes that Trailblazer. Into Roxanne. And Roxanne, if they don't have other removal in hand, might be enough to get them to hold back. Maybe not, though. All right, nice. I got some extra mana. I took out some of their ramp. They're drawing extra cards off the arena. Just one of the best cards they've put in Gruul. She's especially nasty as commander because of how she refunds her command cost. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing with all that mana? What's that for? Casualties of war. Okay, that puts me, worse than I was. I could play Feryx next turn. I guess I could also, like, Luca, but this draws me a card, and I don't feel bad about blocking with it since it cuts me off from non-creature spells, and I'll swing for 4. We'll see. It also, like, might get them to stay back, so I can hit them with the 6/6, because they have 12 life left. I've dealt more damage, and they've also dealt damage to themselves. Okay, Ravenous Chupacabra can't hit the Feryx unless they had 2 extra mana up. There goes my card draw. Rippy Peppies. Hey, Glissa. You wanna let me draw a card? You wanna stay back? You want some block? Oh. I'll swing first. Nullhide Feryx. Use big boy attack. Excellent. Good big boy attack. Slinza. I don't have 2 mana, so I can't fight things. It's also wild to me that Slinza doesn't have trample, by the way. Whoa! Oh, okay. They just went down to 5. You can't hit face, right? Creatures or planeswalkers. Okay. Still important to note. Lots of blockers here. They lose life. They're destroying their own enchantment so it stops losing them life. I could give them an enchantment to destroy the Rhythm of the Wild. And I can technically play Luca minus make a beast. I don't think that's worth it. Swinging in with the Feryx. I assume they jump block here. Yeah, they can gain 1 life off the Scavenging Ooze because there is a creature. And the reason for this is to make it so Glissa's not a blocker. She will come in and she'll destroy Rhythm. And next turn, even without Rhythm of the Wild, it's Holly. Sorry, Slinza. When you cost the same as Itali, it's an easy choice here. Okay, Sheldred. Glissa gonna take out my haste enabler. Also my anti-counter spell tech, which is, I think it's bigger purpose in this deck. Wow, that's a lot of you. All right, it's Holly. Get him with the big guns. I do not have 8 cards in graveyard yet. Okay, Ruby, not that impactful. Liliana the Veil, pretty nice. Make them sacrifice.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come answers.
They're tapping this so they can use it to gain a life. Sacrifice their weest of bees.
You go.
And yeah, I can attack in with those. It attacks as a 3/4. Not what I need. We're up to 8 now. Deathrite Shaman can also exile creatures and gain life. Ruby pays for Tali transformation. Tali's not living to the end of the turn. Oh, hey, Shuldred. Yeah, Death Touchers are real rough against a deck like this, where the best thing we can do is turn 3/3s into 4/4s and, fight. So I'll just die. Bye, Glissa.
Luck favors the foolish after all.
GG. Rigo, Streetwise Mentor. Rigo stays close to the ground and plays lots of little critters that I believe become unblockable. Yeah, there we go. Creatures, power 1 or less. They don't become unblockable. You just use them for card draw. Nice. Also, has shield. Neat. I am going to opt to play this Prismatic Vista into a forest. Use the Utopia Sprawl to get red mana on it. Nice. Ramp. Oh, a regular just came into chat saying they liked the Commander at Home episode I'm on with Storvold. Oh, that's a really fun deck. Yeah, it's my Giants and Tinies deck. My Littles and Bigs. I could play the Harbinger, which gives me like a good early attacker, or I could ramp. I actually think that the Harbinger is a better choice here, so I'm gonna go for that. No, I don't want to sacrifice it to Flare of Cultivation. No, Rigo is like a kitty cat who has a bunch of adopted children. Or just a bunch of orphans he hangs out with. Swinging in with the Harbinger to binge some Harbs and find a card from the top of my deck unless it gets killed. Oh, well, it's going to turn into a different card. Oh, Llanowar Elf. I like Llanowar Elf. I'll cast that. One of each color. Neat. I've ramped. Duelist of the Mind. Hey, yeah, that does have a little power. Until it doesn't. Could play Slinza, but I wouldn't be able to fight. Curse of Silence. Causing some extra taxes here. Instead, I'm going to bolt in this, trying to make sure I'm leaving up red, and I'm going to shove the Duelist of the Mind so I can put 3+1/+1 counters on Llanowar Elf. Thank you, Primeval Bounty. Primeval Bounty in here because it makes Beast. It's part of the theme. It's not a very deep theme, but it's what I got. GG Rigo. Pantlaza, Sun Favored. Pantlaza is the dino that discovers and gets played with some blink effects in a lot of decks because if you have it re-enter, it can discover again. I have some ramp in this hand. Ramp is good. I have a big beast and another big beast in this hand. Hopefully, I can keep up with the dinosaurs and their horrendous amount of value. I'm gonna bolt that in. I guess I could have just, like, held on the Prismatic Vista. Why are we up against Dino Pants with Slinza? Because the matchmaking algorithm is just making me work really, really hard. I gotta work hard for these wins, or get obscenely lucky. And I'm fine with that. I wish I didn't have to work so hard. I want to stomp on people with beasts, because Slinza's not that good of a commander. But I will accept this instead. So they played a snake, we killed a snake. They have uncounterable dinosaurs. Not that I have counter spells in this deck. And I can either play Kona or Flare. I'm gonna go for Kona. Kona lets me cheat in beasties. Oh, they didn't kill Kona! That's a very good sign for me. Drover of the Mighty gets bigger with the dinosaurs. It's a dino ramp. Since neither of you have trample, I am going to play the Slinza. And this is because I would like it if the creature that gets cheated in got an extra +1/+1 counter from Slinza, since they're both beasts. Kona tapped. And here comes the Gargaroth. This has trample, which is very nice, which means that I can use it for the Quartzwood Oh, never mind, they're destroying it. Oh. I was like, I might be able to make an extra dinosaur beast, which would also enter in with an extra counter. Pantlaza enters. I don't have enough mana to fight. Bushwhack! They have enough mana to fight. Hey, you want to fight? You want to fight Kona? You want to fight Kona? Yeah, it's like Slinza is a commander for an archetype that doesn't have much support other than its creatures tend to be kind of big. Oh, okay, they do want to fight. They're fighting Kona there. But I feel like as a beast, it should either be like a bite ability on this, or it should be bigger. But you know what is nice? I think a 3 mana 6/6 is pretty nice. Sorry, 7/7. That's pretty good. I am going to get the Drover of the Mighty and then swing in with Slinza. Higher toughness, maybe, because it has the fight ability. If it was 1 mana to fight instead of 2, that would also be kind of nice. Ooh, Bonehorde Dracosaur. Swinging in with the Quartzwood Crasher. We get an extra 7/7, and here comes Slinza. You know, if I played Slinza before combat, this would have gotten a +1/+1 counter. I forgot. Also, it made it seem like maybe I had a trick. Ooh, Hulking Raptor. Look, we got big giant Trampelosauruses. Yeah, these are dino beasts from Ikoria. Oh, what if it had Death Touch? Oh, that would be cool. Or like an activated ability to give it Death Touch. That could be neat. So Giata and Mavrin is going to see the Bonehorde Dracosaur attacking in and can either make one big dinosaur or a couple little guys. All right, so they made one big dinosaur. It's also attacking and I can block it. But Giata and Mavrin is big. Very big. Hey, Elvish Mystic. Oh, good. Giant Cindermaw. It's a beast. Comes into play. We pay 2, and I'm gonna fight the dinosaur. This is also this is just a dinosaur token. Swinging in with everyone. Slinza incredibly stoppable here since it doesn't have trample. We get some damage going through, and I am going to pay the 2 here to kill Giata and Mavrin. Not the Bonehorde Dracosaur. Killing that. Yes. Okay, my commander is dead. Long live the queen. It is cool that it triggers on your opponent's stuff coming in, though. I feel like that's the interesting part of Slinza. Alright, so you can't gain life. We have 2 big tramplers and 1 medium big trampler. Oh, look, this just got trampled too. It's gonna draw them a card. Poetic ingenuity. They can attack with a dinosaur to get a treasure, and then they can sacrifice the treasures to get dinosaurs. One this turn, one next turn, but they don't have very high toughness. Is it just during? Yeah, it's once each turn. X equals 1, but we have enough trample to take them out. Thank you to the big old dino beast that got us there. GG pantlaza. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. As you probably noticed, Slinza matches against some pretty tough decks, and also is very expensive for what it does. Slinza's hard to get out because you need to go ramp up to 5 real fast and then still pay 2 mana more on that fight ability. I feel like Slinza is currently matching pretty high because it is a Foundations Jumpstart commander, which means that it was released into Eternal formats like Commander, and they just wanted to be safe with all of those, and instead of making the match kind of low-middle, they're making the match kind of low-high. You didn't see all of the games in this video because they weren't very interesting, but like I kept matching into omnaths and bonny Pauls, things like that, which are able to do what Slinza can do, but way better. It's one of those things where, as just a 5/5, Slinza can't fight many of these commanders. Slinza is a little too slow and a little too small for a big beast, but it's still cool to have something to support beasts as an archetype. If you're looking for my deck list, you can actually find it in the description below. There's a little link down there. And if you'd like to suggest a commander for my chat to vote on, they voted for this, by the way, and this was a suggested commander. Please let me know in the comments. I have lots and lots of commanders to get to from the last couple sets, and some older commanders that are just new to Arena through Pioneer. So if you'd like to make a suggestion, please leave a comment. Also, if you don't have a suggestion, also leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. And I, like all people on YouTube, are slaves to the algorithm. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day, and also a Happy New Year's.